All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go straight to the fight, to the tail of the tape. Let's get ready to rumble. Breaking news that this happened earlier today. The Saints and the Cowboys had fights so bad. It wasn't a fight. It was a bunch of different fights, and it just got worse and worse and worse. And before I go through this tape, let me tell you what has officially happened. And again, I say this happens in every camp. It happened today with the Eagles. People, what did they say? If you was watching the feed, things was getting chippy today, and there was a couple of fights that broke out. This is why they don't like that stuff. This is exactly why, and I'm gonna tell you why. This happens on every team at every camp. Fights are gonna break out, but rarely is it something like this. They told us about the situation with Saquon Barkley. He was really heated, and they had to get in, and the coaches had to get in and break some stuff up. That's gonna happen. Period. You got too many high-strung personalities, egos, and all of that kind of stuff. Don't touch me. You ain't tackle me. Somebody want to make a BS play, and they want to get in your face and flex, which you'll see on this tape. And everybody ain't beat for that. And you do that to the wrong person, and they're going to step back to you, and then you ain't backing down, and it gets crazy. However, rarely does it get to this level. Because when it gets to this level, you cost the people money. You cost the people money and time. It is collectively bargained that teams can only practice a finite amount of time on the field. You are measured, you are watched. Every practice facility has a camera that goes straight to the NFLPA so they can see exactly what's going on. Yes, you are being watched. So when they getting out there and they blowing them horns and they trying to get to the next drill, they have a finite amount of time. They got a limited amount of time to get done what they need to get done. And they ain't got time for no nonsense. They don't have time for this foolishness. So listen to this. This is Ian Rappaport. This is from Ian Rappaport. News from the NFL. The NFL has confirmed that the Dallas Cowboys and the New Orleans Saints have each been fined $500,000 for the actions that took place at the joint practice between the teams earlier this week. The competition committee is, y'all ever hear me talk about the meetings that I joined with all of the ex-players and like just being a part so we can hear and take part in what the NFL is trying to do. Those meetings. The competition committee has made sportsmanship, including at joint practices, a point of emphasis. Over the past several years, all clubs were reminded by memo prior to training camp of their responsibility in preventing unsportsmanlike behavior at joint practices that has the potential to result in injury. Each team got fined $500K. Somebody getting cut. Some overzealous undrafted free agent or some fourth or fifth round pick has just got promoted to fan because he ain't paying that bill. Each team got fined $500K. And I know in the big scheme of things, these teams making billions of dollars and all of that type of stuff, I understand it. But normally when you get a fine, they might fine you $1,000 for having your socks all wrong or wearing the wrong shoes or something like that. That's small potatoes. But when the NFL fines the team $500K is still $500,000. That's a lot of money. I know they make a lot of money, but that's still a lot of money to just give away. Remember when the coach got caught because his son pranked Shedeur Sanders on draft day? They fined that team $100,000. And we was like, yo, they don't play. $500K is a lot to be fined as a team because y'all getting into fights. So now we're going to take a look at the tapes. We're going to take a look at the tape. Now here you see it's already going on. But what you want to do is you look for these guys like this guy right here. You're looking for different guys that get in here, that get into the mix. Watch what they're doing. And remember, all of this is on tape. So they can't deny it. They can't say I wasn't involved. You know who the smartest person is right here? Spencer Rattler. He the smartest person right there. Because he walking over there, but ain't getting involved. So he keeping his money in his pocket. Look at the quarterback over here. Not involved. Matter of fact, let me small up myself. Let me small up myself. Hold up. Let me get out of the way here. I'm gonna go all the way down. I'm gonna go in the left corner. And I just lost my dock here. Hold on. There we go. Draw. There we go. So hey, I'm still over here. So he's smart. He's smart. He's smart. But let's see how long that lasts, right? So here's another play. So here's another play, right? Where they going? Now here's another one, and I think this is where they just get in each other's face and they just talking crap. Like right there. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? I guess he thinks that would have been a sack because he touched the quarterback and then he flexing. You know, plays going on behind him. And I think the dude ended up throwing a pick. And so now the play's going on behind him and he flexing. You know, stupid stuff like that, man. That's how you get promoted to fan. Let me see what happens on this one. We're going to see some examples. Now watch. The dude comes in and lays a big hit, right? They complete the pass, and the guy from the Saints comes over, lays a big hit, knocks him out of bounds, and then they want to talk smack. Now watch him come in and like headbutt him. Watch the dude from the Saints come in and headbutt him. Like, why? Why he do that? He come in there looking for trouble. And here's why that's stupid. You can't do that no more. They used to do that when I was in college, but here's why you can't do it no more. Because the competition committee and the NFL are trying to get rid of concussions. Neither one of them is wearing a halo helmet. So for him to go do that and go helmet to helmet is stupid. The NFL is looking for stuff like that because they want to get rid of it. And you going to go in there and headbutt somebody on purpose. Stupid. I don't know who 64 is, but he probably going to get a healthy fine. 64, is that 68? I think that's 68. He going to get a nice little fine because it's on tape. It's way after the play. Like, he had no business coming all the way over there. Everybody walking back to the huddle. They done said, talk they trash, talk they shit. Now they walking back to the huddle, and here he come. You late to the party, bro. Here you come. For what? Like, why? Why you do that? And it just starts a whole nother thing. Now we pushing it. Now we back to this again. And mind you, now we wasting time again. Remember, you got a finite amount of time to be out there practicing, and now you wasting time. So here we go again. What is this one? Is this one when it got real bad? Nah, this is another dude just flexing. Here's another play. They came in. You wanna the rule is you try to keep everybody off the ground, but there's always somebody that's gonna come in that's overzealous. And here he come. 34 for the Cowboys. I don't know who that is. And then you get some more pushing and shoving coming in. There you go. I don't know if this is the same play or something different. Now, this one, look, you see my man right there? Check out my man right here. He got a Cowboys helmet. And so what that means is he done already snatched somebody's helmet off. You know he getting fined for that. And watch what he does. He throws the helmet. All right. So now, number one, he threw it, right? He threw it. Pretty good arm. And number two, you don't know where you're throwing it to. So what happens if he throws that helmet and it hits a trainer or something like that? Now let's go back to the scrum. And this is, I think, the one I wanted to show you. It's going to spill over more to the right. Now, you see my man right here. He throwing punches. This dude right here. That's the dude with no helmet on. So it's his helmet that they snatched off. And you got somebody on the ground about to catch it. because he's trying to throw haymakers right here. He's trying to throw haymakers. Right? So now everybody in there, they're trying to break it up. Then it spills over. And look, over here, they still going at it. They still going at it. They still on the ground over here, and they still trying to break it up. Mind you, when all of this is happening, they wasting valuable time. If you wasting time, you wasting money. Now they still engaged over there. They pull this guy out. His helmet is gone, so they done probably thrown his helmet somewhere. It never ends when you do stuff like this. And this, once again, somebody getting overzealous, then you get a push, then you get another push. Now it starts all over again. And then in the audio at this point, all you hear is people like, chill, 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 chill. Because they trying to break it up because they know they're gonna get fined. Here's another fight. Trying to pull the helmet off. Watch 21 right here. Watch what he does. I don't know who that is. Who's 21 for the Cowboys? Right? This dude right here. Who was he? Watch, because they on the ground right here. Watch him come over and try to kick this dude. Now, mind you, it's all, if I'm seeing it, it's the NFL sees it. This all on tape. Watch him come over here, and here's the no-no. Here's the no-no. Watch my man right. Watch 21. Watch 21 right here. Watch him throw the punch. Watch him throw the punch. He throw 2 punches. Now watch him kick. He's going to try to kick somebody. Another punch. That's 3 punches. Try to pull somebody off. He stand up. You know he going to get got. You know he going to get got. I'm telling you. The NFL does not play with this nonsense. They don't play. I've been in the meetings. They are trying to get rid of this stuff. They are trying to get rid of the reputation that football players have. They are actively trying to get rid of that reputation. They already came out and said they're going to fine each team $500K. That has nothing to do with what they decide to do with the players. And here's the problem. Some of the players ain't going to make the team, but you still got a fine to pay. They will take that shit out of your paycheck. Some of them guys, I guarantee you, ain't going to be here next week. So y'all can go ahead on with this bull job if you want to. As Shannon Sharp would say. Listen, man, they not playing with this nonsense. Pulling off helmets, throwing helmets, punching, throwing punches and trying to kick folks. And you at an NFL event, they not going for that. It'll be very interesting. It'll be very interesting to see how this goes, because a lot of them boys is going to get fined. And God forbid it's one of them undrafted free agents or a low draft pick, somebody that's not making a lot of money. Because if somebody gets fined $10,000, $15,000, well, that's great if you making $300, $400, $500 a year. You know, I don't know what their contract situation is, you know, but I don't care how much money you make. Everybody ain't just rolling out of bed and dropping, 15, 20 grand because they want to. And they damn sure don't want to give it away. And guess what? That's exactly what they're doing. They're going to be giving that money away. Yes, sir. They're going to be giving them. Big John Runyon going to be busy. John Runyon is the guy that hands out the fines for the NFL. They're going to be busy for sure. Boy, yeah, F around and find out. You're going to learn today. You're going to learn today.